Okay. Hi there. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. My name is Leanne Furness. I am an independent demonstrator here in Rochester, Minnesota with Stamping Up. And I've been doing this for 24 years. And as we all know, the only thing that's inevitable is change, right? So if you've been a customer with mine for a while, you'll know that when a catalog is coming to the end of its life cycle, for example, this catalog, um, it's coming to the end of its life cycle. Usually, I would get an email and a list, and I would send it out to you after I cleaned it up. Like, get this while it's going, it's retiring, or this is carrying over. So if you don't have it, you can wait, kind of a thing. And with the new online exclusive categories, Stampin' Up is changing some of the processes so that you can see real time what's available and what's not. Okay. So I wanted to take some time and show you what you're going to be doing. I mean, I can still send an email, but it's not going to be very accurate, right? So you're going to get onto the Stamping Up website and you're going to stamp. Oof, you're going to shop, hopefully with me, and we're going to go to specials and then last chance products. Okay. So this is a little disclaimer. It's all discounts varied. The supplies are while they last, and new items will be added every other month, which is kind of an interesting little trick, and I like it. So it'll be refreshed every other month. And then I'm going to go ahead down here so I can see, well, maybe not. We'll just go that way. I don't want to see what the newest things that were added to this. I want to show you what the oldest things were added to this last chance category. Now, we used to have a thing called clearance rack. We don't have that anymore. But it's the same concept, right? Like, so this dragonfly punch has been around for years. I didn't even know you could still order it, but you can get it for $6.60, which is quite a deal. So all of these items have been on the clearance rack, I believe. And so they're old. And I think this list is going to include things like kits, as you can see here: Celebrate Today magnetic board, robot buddies, things that were on the clearance rack that you wouldn't necessarily have noticed. And now you're going to be able to see what is and is not. I mean, what is last chance? Sorry. Okay, so I got distracted. Imagine that. So one of my most popular and loved dies are these deckled rectangle dies. And if you don't own them and you've been kind of not really sure you need them, they're for $18. And so you don't have to order online. You can look on here, say, oh, yeah, I want that, and then call me or email me. That works just as well. And I'm happy to do either way. I just think this is a much more visual way for you to spend some time and say, where did that come from? It's kind of one thing. And two, see what kind of bargains you can get and see what's going to be gone pretty soon. And then you'll be able to um, react accordingly, depending on what you want, right? So some of these are online exclusives. Some of these have been around for a while. Here again, there's a lot of these last chance. These are the clearance rack carryovers. And change is hard. I know change is hard. And I know other demonstrators are like, well, how are we going to know what was on clearance rack? Well, hello. If it's hello. So this deckled circle dies, these are going away as well. They were online exclusive, and so they're going to be gone. And it says low inventory. You notice that? So it shows you here, it'll show you like a price discount and then the original price. This will show you low inventory. Let's find one more weird thing. And a thing that gets very confusing is if it's a bundle, sometimes this doesn't mean everything's retiring. It means part of it's going away. But for example, the Meandering Meadows, if you still love that paper, it's on last chance. It's not discounted, which is fine. I'm trying to scroll down here. You got some celebration carryovers. You really have a lot of things in here. Because I said oldest to newest, we're getting to the mini catalog lastly. I guess I could change that quick. These are online exclusives again. And if you haven't heard about them, it's because they're online exclusives. If you come to my classes and my buffets, I tend to try to highlight some of those things, some of those products. I'm not going to buy all the online things. That's just not what it's going to happen. What's going to happen? So I'm sorry, my phone went off. Okay, so here's an example of something I was trying to find. The one of a kind dies. Those dies are not in stock right now. And so they're on the last chance, which tells us that they're, I have like little fruit flies and I'm trying to kill them. Last chance. So that tells us they're not going to be carried over at all. So they're gone and they're currently unavailable. That means that they've ordered some, but they're just not in stock yet. So once they get in stock, you'll be able to order them. And they are working on a process to be able to have an email address so that you can say, ooh, I want to know when this is in stock. Because it changes, like, whenever a container shows up. And so this just means that it's currently unavailable. And when it gets available, it will be still on the last chance. One confusing thing, one thing that you need to kind of know, I guess, is if I was watching my last chance and I was watching the Yuletide Village photopolymer stamp set, when it says low inventory, then maybe I will order it. Maybe I won't. A couple days later, I come back, I look for Yuletide Village and it's disappeared. That means it's gone. I mean, it was on the last chance. You knew it was going away. And so now it's disappeared. And I think that no matter where the product starts from, online, in a catalog, special release, you're going to be able to see when it's almost done with its life cycle at the Stamping Up warehouse. Make sense? Trying to think what else I was going to talk about. See, this is what happens. I don't even know if I talked about everything I wanted to. So this is going to get refreshed every other month. You can look and say, oh, I want this cream ribbon, just like you've done in the past on Clearance Rack, and email me or call me and ask me to order. And so there's not a carryover list. So if you don't see something in this last chance, let's go back up here to this category. And we're going to shop by, no, we're going to shop all. And I think it's overwhelming if you think about it. And we used to have all these products in a catalog. How did we ever navigate that is my way of saying, wow. So I think right now, this is a great, great addition. So you can go ahead and, I must have missed it. Oh, here. So you can sort things by prices, by sizes, by language, and by catalog. So I want to look at what is and isn't hanging on, right? So this is where you're going to find that. For example, Splendid Autumn DSP in the mini catalog will be available for a while still. The real red and white adhesive back peppermints, which I know have been hard to get, are going to hang out for a while. So they're not going anywhere. They're just not available. Same with that haunted house kit. So there's a lot of things like that it's going to be, oh, well, that's going to be around for a while. That's kind of nice, especially for me. But it's nice for you to know too that, like, oh, I've been thinking about this painted tree folder, but I don't know. But now I know it's going to be around for a little bit longer. And I can go ahead and just wait and order something more urgent than whatever that was. Again, you'll see, you'll see the last chance. You'll see nothing if it's hanging on for a while, which is kind of a nice thing. Okay, that was a quick overview, but you'll be able to sort and look and say, it doesn't matter where it started, like this Amar, I can't say it. I'm not going to even try. Let's see. For example, some of these are online exclusives and you may never have ever seen them, but that doesn't matter because they're going away. And so this is a great way to look at all of our products. We have so many. All right. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have questions. And